I haven't podcasted in like 3 days. This feels weird.
You remember how to do it?
I don't know. Well, probably not. Let's be honest. Welcome to the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where the tea is piping hot and we're always ready to spill. I'm Logan Murphy, just a gay, here with good old Miss Pitchapatis, and we're serving orange, cranberry, and lime today. With actual lime juice in here because it cuts the sweetness of my G Fuel, and it's pretty great.
Loves it. Hi everyone, I'm Eris. I'm your punk rock hairy fairy from York, and this week I'm giving you a public service announcement to remember to keep track of your moderate to severe cunt severity.
And hello all, I am Miss Baltimore Bombshell, drinking from a glass cup some local Arizona wine, which is now empty.
I had some of it last night. It's really good.
Oh, I forgot to say what I was drinking.
Well, what are you drinking?
I'm having Dr. Pepper from this non-branded green short character who has really bad grammar.
Not this. Yeah. Wine from, what was it? Cornville, Arizona, was it? Cornville, Arizona.
Is that where Maddie Morphosis is from?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't even know where this is.
Cornville somewhere, and they produce corn. So
maybe they don't, because Arizona would be the place that would name something Cornville and not have any corn there at all.
Right.
In fact, outlaw corn.
Right. But we're not here to talk about Cornville, Arizona wine.
But it's really good.
It's really, really good. We are here diving into the newest batch of drag queens on Drag Race because, shocker, more Drag Race. This is one I am excited about. Season 2 of Drag Race España. I'm very excited.
Feeling very excited.
Ow. I hate me too.
I don't want to have to remove you from the stream again. I can and I will. But no, season 2 of one of the best franchises to debut in the last 2 years is back on television. And we've got 12 brand new, well, not really new, but brand new to the Drag Race, or the Rue CU, as I call it. I'm not a superhero fan, but I coined that. And I hope
that sounds like Scooby-Doo trying to pronounce Lucy Liu, I'm not going to lie.
I hate it. No, I hate it now. Fuck that.
Well,
I hate it here. Oh, but yes, Drag Race España, it's back. And should we just dive into it?
God, yeah, I'm so excited because España, I've been rewatching. It's such a good fucking season.
So good.
Pussy. Da 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 pussy. I don't know the lyrics, pussy. I forgot about Inti. Oh no. Oh, we love. Who will have the big fat pussy verse of the year? That's really the question here. Who is going to top how bad Inti was in that challenge?
Oh. Can
we'll
anyone?
find out. I don't think so. But
let's find out.
We have the same judging panel as last season, which I will say I love. Supreme Deluxe hosting with Anna Locking, and the Javiers are back, and we like looking at the Javiers, so we're happy.
Of all the Drag Race, I'm really glad for the Drag Race judging panel formula where it's drag queen, 2 rotating homosexuals, and a woman, because Anna Locking and I've forgotten her name, the one from Drag Race Italia, are my 2 favorite judges. They just give such, Chiara Francini.
Francini, yep.
Oh my god, that was pretty good guess of me. Because I almost probably said Mario and Luigi.
It's my best friend. We love a cat meow.
And we know that Waffles is also
Speaking of pussy.
gay.
Speaking of pussy,
Just a gay.
it's a cat meow. Oh! He just wants to talk about Drag Race España.
He was very into it this morning. He kept getting in
Good.
front of the TV.
Good. Waffles, what are your thoughts on Spain? Do we like Spain?
So true, Bessie.
Yeah. Truly inspirational.
I get him to talk, and he's not talking now.
Let's dive in. We've got 12 queens. First up is Ariel Rec, 33, from Madrid. She is the older sister by 1 year of Killer Queen. So, the Killer Queen universe is continuing their representation on Drag Race. She says she's the rock star of the season. Her drag name comes from Ariel from The Little Mermaid, and Rec comes from her work in social media and YouTube. She referenced hit record as the thing. She wants the younger generation to have references for drag for the future, because she didn't have that as a queen when she started. Her strengths are creativity and makeup. And she wants an urban queen to win Drag Race.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all
No,
talk
I
a
love
lot.
her.
Y'all talk about Ariel.
No, I love it because Logan just fucking vanished. No, I love her because I love the sort of rocker aesthetic, and I also love that she's the drag family of Killer, because Killer was my pick to win last season, and then she lost, unfortunately. R.I.P. She's not dead. I just love remembering.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I really liked Killer last season. I think she was one of my absolute favorites, and I really wanted to see her final two. Though I think I started out with it was only 2.5 minutes of each queen talking, but I started out going, yes, I love her. I'm so excited for her. And I found as the time went on, I was liking her less, and she just kind of sounded like she was a bit over it. And I don't know if it sounded like her character, or she was well, I know what I want. I know this is what I want. And then all of a sudden I was like, I don't really know. And kind of went into this dumb blonde thing. And I was like, what are you doing? It felt like a very different person in the beginning to the end of her little 2-minute segment, which was just weird to me. That's all.
Yeah, she's one of there's a lot of these queens from this cast assessment that I really feel are kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
And she was one of them. She's like, I'm a rock star, and I'm creative, and I'm on YouTube, and my strengths are creativity. And then she had to think about it,
right? And
then said makeup, and I was like, girl,
she is giving mug.
Oh, she's gorgeous.
Oh, yeah, stunning.
This promo look, I've grown. I don't dislike it. I don't love it.
I guess my thing is, I guess they were going for a sports room in the promo, but why is Ariel the only one who's got sports gear on? Because everyone else is just going for the color theme. Ariel is the only one who's got this football pad thing, which is weird because they don't play that sport in Spain. But
right,
I really kind of like this look. I think she had one of the strongest looks coming out for the promo, so I was really excited to see her kind of start off with it. But yeah, like Logan said, and I said, it was sort of all over the place, but I think her styling hit the mark the best.
And I'll say it again, the wig was everything.
The wig is great.
The wig is great.
Very that energy. Next up is Diamante Merybrown, 25, from Madrid, but born in the Dominican Republic. Her drag name comes from Diamante being her screen name on Grindr. And her words saying it means nothing in life is free. And Merybrown is because her best friend calls her Mari Morena. I don't know that reference. Again, ignorant Americans currently flanking. I don't know how much knowledge you have on Spanish culture, Eris. So
the only real knowledge I have on Spanish culture comes from British people being awful tourists in Spain. So
ignorant Americans flanking an ignorant British person. Great. As far as Spanish culture is concerned. She says she is a well-polished diamond. She's the whore of season 2, which a lot of people were calling themselves the whore of season 2. She was just the first one to do so. And she says her drag is based on the stage. She talks about shaking her ass a lot. There's a lot of ass shaking.
Love that.
With Miss Diamante. Her bloodstream is reggaeton, and her greatest talent is drinking a lot.
Which,
work.
The moment that she said that, Logan looked at me and pointed, "You!"
Not this. That's so pointed.
Yeah, okay.
Where's the lie?
No, I mean, I can drink my weight in scotch. So, yeah, you're not wrong on that. I liked Diamante. I was obsessing over her wig. The beads were just the coolest thing. I thought she looked really great. Her body is insane. I was a little surprised to hear that she was 25 because she's a woman. And I thought she was maybe 15 years older than that.
I did that too, but I think maybe that just comes from her having more of a refined look where she looks like she's been doing drag
for a lot
long enough to be someone who's in her phase. I'm going to be honest, the fit was not it for me, apart from the wig. I loved the wig. But her actual Meet the Queens, she had me howling. Like, in my notes, I've just got Dominican, hot girl shit, super funny. And I think that, rounds it up pretty neatly. She was giving me everything I needed in the moment.
Yeah, she was great.
Yeah, personality on lock. Looks, we'll see. I do like this. I like the color combination of the deep purple and the lime green. That's one of my personal favorite color combinations. So I'm a little biased in that regard. But I agree. The wig is great. The look is an asymmetrical bodysuit, which we've seen a lot. But
yeah, I would love it for a performance in a bar. Like if I saw her in the bar wearing this, I'd be like, "Oh, you look amazing, sis." But for your promo,
this is a look that's going to be following you for the rest of your life. So, at least for the most part, it'll be head up. And head up, she looks phenomenal. So,
amazing.
T.
Yeah.
Can I just say before we continue though, the color scheme for these promos, everything. I love it.
Which is why I did this background today, because this background is kind of the color story.
It was so good. The idea for this and the color scheme. There was one outfit that I was like, this doesn't fit this at all. I don't know what you were thinking, but we'll get to that.
Yeah. Next up, oh boy, Drag Sethlas, 30 from Las Palmas in Gran Canaria. They, I believe, are somehow in the family of Drag Volcano or works a lot with Drag Volcano.
So this style of drag is very specific to Gran Canaria.
Yes.
So that's, I might be assuming they are drag family. They might not be, but
the first thing they referenced was Volcano. So I assume there's some connection there.
On good terms, yeah.
We'll probably find out if they have like a family connection on the show, because obviously Volcano was on season 1, and should have made it a lot farther than they did. I said what I said. So their name comes from Etruscan mythology. Sethlas is the god of fire. They described themselves as a 380 degree queen, 360 and a bit more, which is the best thing I heard in this entire Meet the Queens.
I love
I was
that.
like, that's cute. She is groundbreaking, risky, and controversial. Her trademark is religious iconography, and she talks a lot about winning La Carnival of Gran Canaria. And I believe it was in 2017, she said she won as the Virgin Mary and Christ crucified. I don't know how the people of Spain react to her. I can only react as, again, an American who has a limited knowledge of Spanish drag. With that being said, I'm absolutely obsessed.
Oh, I am so fucking here for Sethlas. It's unimaginable. She just like, if she walked into Drag Race, and I get the same feeling about her that I did Tace from UK season 2. If she walked into the workroom, I would walk the fuck out because she just looks like competition you can't handle.
Yes. She walked out and I immediately knew that she was from Gran Canaria because I know that the platforms and the headpieces and the very large, like impending, giant ness of the garment.
The stature.
The stature. Thank you. I'm like, why am I not thinking right here? Thank you.
That's a word. Yep.
Yes, the stature is like really indicative of the drag there. And I was very excited because like Logan said, I really wanted to see Drag Volcano go a lot further. And I agree that she was also eliminated too soon.
I'm also here for Sethlas's makeup because she is painted to high fucking dog shit filth down. Like the makeup is insane. It's even like, I really love Volcano's mug, but I would say this is even better than Volcano's. Sorry, Volcano.
I agree. The only thing I had a problem with, and I only noticed it, I didn't notice it in any of like the posing shots. I only noticed it in the actual like seated questioning part, was while she painted her entire neck, there were moments where she was turning her head a little bit, and you could see her skin, so it wasn't painted all the way. It's a nitpicky thing, but that's really the only thing that I can critique on this outfit because it's so good. Now, is she going to wear the same pair of giant heels every single episode? That's the question.
Yeah.
Oh, do you mean 3 times before the judges decide it's a problem?
That part.
I mean, snacks, stop.
I hate it. But yes, very excited for Sethlas. I think they're gonna slay. Yes, God boots the house down for your nerve. I hate myself for that. Next up, I don't know why it squatted her down or if that's how short she is. I'm very confused by this photo.
She did just
anyway.
Sethlas, so.
Right, I'm kind of like, is that probably why? Estrella Xtravaganza, 25, from Madrid, but originally from Jerez de la Frontera. There's a couple queens from Jerez de la Frontera on this season that talk a lot about it. So she says that her drag name, the Estrella, comes from like wanting to be the main star of her city. I don't really know. It was kind of confusing. Xtravaganza, though, is from the legendary House of Xtravaganza. If you have not watched Paris is Burning, stop this right now. Go watch that and come back because clearly you need to be educated. She says that she's a combination of Lola Flores, Britney Spears, and Divine. Her strengths are comedy and, in her words, being a natural woman. Go right ahead.
I was going to say, with her being a member of the legendary House of Extravaganza, I want to know, can she vote? Because if you're a part of the Extravaganzas, I'm assuming so.
I don't think she's official. I think she took the name.
Oh.
Because she said, like, it was something like you have to have a last name on Facebook. And so she took that from from the House of Extravaganza. I don't think she's an official member. And if she was, I'm going to be honest, I'd be very surprised. She has not sold me at all. I'm not in this on anything. I don't like this look at all. I don't really particularly love her. And I love the comedy queens. I love the campy queens. Like almost all of them, I'm on board for. There's something about her. She's another one like Ariel, where I just feel like she's a little too all over the place. And I can't pinpoint, other than comedy and puppets, I can't pinpoint anything else she's gonna do. And I'm not sold yet. I'm keeping my mind open, but she just has not sold me at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I made this comment to you last night. I thought I would really like her because I generally like the comedy queens the most, but I wasn't getting the outfit. We were kind of wondering how were the bucket shoes working. And also, I mean, I like a campy queen. Like this wouldn't have been a problem for me. It felt cheap. Like the materials and the sewing, the craftsmanship didn't feel right there. Even like the Muppet fur hair stuff, it just didn't work. I didn't like that at all. But I liked her.
So the both of you are giving flop energy right now.
Yeah, but
I think she's great.
Tomato, boo.
It's tomato, you crank. I'm gonna get muted.
Anyway, Jay, what were you saying?
Yeah, oh my God, Eris. Yeah, we'll let the tomato have his turn.
I just wanted to actually get my words in before Logan mutes me.
No, go ahead.
I actually really love this. I love the Muppets as a reference. I know quite a few drag performers who are obsessed with the Muppets, and each and every one of them are very insane. I actually like the outfit. I'm not really sure about the hair around her, sort of this area. But I don't know. She's just was really funny to me. I don't mind that it looked a little bit cheap and crafty because I get crafty queen from her. And yeah, I just think she's really funny and fuck you if you don't like her.
Okay.
Oh.
Like I said, I'm keeping my mind open. She just, from this Meet the Queens, I'm not sold.
We'll find out soon enough, won't we?
Yeah.
We will. Probably by episode 1, I'll have my opinion on whether I like her or not, honestly. But we'll see. Next up is Jota Carajota, officially the youngest person to ever compete on Drag Race. Crystal Versace had the title for a short period of time, and now it's Jota Carajota because she is 18.
I need to check that really quick.
So there have been 3 19-year-olds on Drag Race in the past. It was Silver Sonic from Drag Race Thailand Season 2, Crystal Versace, and Anubis. And they were all 19 at the time that their seasons were filmed.
So I was assuming Morrigan from Drag Race Thailand, she was younger than she actually was, because in my mind she was young.
I thought she was 19. She's forget
23,
about Morgan.
actually. I checked. I was just checking. I was like, wait, what?
Well, that would have been, 4 years ago? So yeah, probably 19 when it was filmed. I don't
18
know.
At the time.
Oh. Then tied with Morgan.
Probably.
But whatever. So she is from Madrid, listed officially, but mentions she's also from Jerez de la Frontera, where they eat potatoes whole.
Work,
diva. She describes her drag as neo-folkloric drag, and she talks about how that for her means contemporary folklore, and talks about being a mix of Rocio Dursal and a Martian being put into a blender. Okay, sure. Her strengths are comedy, humor, and slaying the maggots that come to the show, with her weaknesses being strutting, singing, and dancing. She also wants to be, in her words, the first gypsy drag superstar. And I know there's a lot of negative connotation around that terminology. That is what she used. So that is what I'm saying in this
Yeah.
moment.
I'm sure that when she's on the show, we'll find out whether she might be Roma or she
Of
might have
course.
something similar. Because
Yeah.
it depends where you are in the world, what that word means, unfortunately.
Because the only other instance we've seen on Drag Race of people talking about that culture is Cherry Valentine on UK season 2.
If you have not watched Cherry Valentine, Gypsy Queen and Proud,
It's
go watch
so
it.
good.
It's such a good
I
documentary.
watched it the other night. It's so good. She also says, I think 5 times in her 2-minute Meet the Queens, she says, think of how gagged they'd be. And I'm like,
she is a teenager.
who is they? Who is the they that you're speaking of, Miss Jota?
I really like her. I'll be real, I don't see Jota going very far. For me, she could possibly be an early out. But I think this look is lovely. If you came to the gig dressed like that, I would scream at you and tell you look great. The hair was great. I love the jewelry. I love the makeup. Yeah, she did also at one point, I've got this in my notes, so I'm not sure at what point she said this. She said she can't sing or dance, but I'm unsure as to whether that was a joke or not.
She said in her weaknesses that her weaknesses are strutting, singing, and dancing. So
I thought you said that was her strengths. Yeah, if your weaknesses are all performance based, I don't know what to tell you, but this is Supreme Deluxe's best performer race. You better get it together real quick.
That part.
She was another one that really confused me because she paints a lot older than she is.
Yeah.
But I really liked her outfit, and I was like, I would love to see this. I mean, this is great. I love it because it's giving me very like Peg Bundy flamenco, and I'm into that.
I bet it would have great movement on stage.
Right? Yeah. It would be so good. She looks a little bit like Jackie Cox in this photo, which is not a bad thing. I love Jackie. But she looks young. She looks older than Jackie. Don't
do that. Isn't Jackie like 30?
Yeah.
Don't do that to Jackie.
I'm not saying Jackie's old, but comparing an 18-year-old to a 30-year-old.
Yeah, but like
that's the way she's painted, though.
But she looks like she could be Jackie's mom.
Well, Jackie's mom has got it going on. I'll say what I said.
That's true, yeah. I liked her. I'm excited to see what happens, but I don't know. I didn't get the feeling that she was. I think I don't know if it's like a young, like no, not enough experience, and she could be doing years. Yeah, but I think like where you had other younger queens on other country seasons before that, obviously not this young, but that really have a solid idea of the drag that they do and who they are. And it seemed a little bit manic and that she might not know yet, which I didn't know who I was at 18. And if I
sex on legs, for example.
But yeah, I'm excited to see what she's got because she just seems like she's got boundless amounts of energy. But then she's got to sit down and get her walker out because she's tired.
I feel like the moment she ends up in the bottom 2, she goes home against anybody, honestly, which is kind of unfortunate, but
it is the point of like, because I'll say this, a lot of younger people who aren't confident in themselves say they can't dance. What they mean is, I don't like to dance in front of other people, but
yeah,
we'll find out quickly because Drag Race is trial by fire, so.
Yep. Moving on to Juriji Der Klee, 31, living in Madrid, but originally from Brussels, Belgium. She describes herself as the horny little doll of season 2. She is, I believe, our only trans woman of the season. She says her influences are baby dolls of the 60s and 70s, opera singers, and Greco-Roman goddesses. Mentions that her drag is a tribute to opera and Baroque art. Her strengths are glamour, her voice, and her ass. And obviously, based on everything I just said, she's also a singer.
I'm getting from Juriji threat levels to 100. Like, if she walked in, alarms blaring, watch out, pretty, talented, can do all the shit, warning. And clearly has some good fucking drag in her closet. So I would be shitting bricks if Juriji walked in.
Not in this promo look, though.
Okay, so shut the fuck up, because this is giving. Minus the boots. I hate the boots, but the hair, everything from the ankle up, I love.
Yeah, can we kick Logan out of this?
Yes.
Eris, because I am totally with you. I was gagged over this. I love this look. I think she's so beautiful. I was even trying to give a little bit of that 60s eye that she has going on, because I'm so obsessed with it, and now I'm just obsessed with her. I actually really loved this because hot pink and green were like my go-to colors as a kid. Thank you, being a kid of the 80s. And also sequins on everything. And waffles. I have a thing about like green sequins. Like, I love it.
I love it.
I am so obsessed with this. This look is amazing, and I am now in love with it.
Okay, so here's my problem. I have a genuine, I love her. Obsessed, truly love everything that she has described herself as, because she seems just like a Greek art girl, which is me, basically. My issue with this look is the pink bodysuit under this green sequin. I don't even think she needed it, and I still think she satisfies the promo theme. That the pink bodysuit just throws it to a different dimension. Whereas, she could have just had the weight, the boots, which I actually don't dislike. It's just the pink bodysuit that bothers me. Otherwise, this is phenomenal.
My favorite part of her whole look is this hair, because the swoops in it, the types of flowers that are in it, I immediately got Aphrodite emerging from the sea after Zeus got his nuts cut off, or however that fucking story goes. I don't know. I didn't do history.
Basically that's it. Pretty much. Yeah.
The hair is just so fucking gorgeous, and the mug is everything. She's one of those queens who manages to make her makeup look dewy. You know what I mean? Dewey. I'm a teacher and I can't spell. How bad is that? I don't. Dewy is the word I'm looking for. Dewy, yeah.
DEWY.
Y'all, I teach children. How the fuck are they?
Well, DEWEY is a name.
Yeah.
Not in this country, unless you want to get bullied.
Well, yeah, but that was like Huey, and Lewis, the Duck kids from Donald Duck's nephews.
DuckTales. Whoa.
Also, I actually
wait, DuckTales.
Actually, I've known a few Deweys.
I know one.
It's still a name.
Anyway, Juriji.
Love. Obsessed.
Sex. On legs. Okay. I mean, yeah. But no, I'm really excited for her. She's a queen. Go ahead.
Sorry, Logan.
Oh, no, I was just going to say she's a queen after my own heart.
I was going to say Drag Race España so far being one of 2 franchises to have gender diversity on every season so far. The only other one being Thailand.
Literally. Thank you, España. Speaking of gender diversity, Marina! 34 from Barcelona. They are the non-binary goddess of the Madrid underground. They say they don't identify, or the Barcelona underground, I don't know, some city, something. They said they don't identify with any gender, but sometimes with both, sometimes with none. They said that their drag is fashion, cinema, conceptual, storytelling, but their weakness is sewing. Just the one weakness, apparently. But they have good ideas and a great body, so they can sell anything with class.
That's true.
Work. I'm gonna be. Oh, sorry, Jay.
No, Eris, please go.
I was gonna say, the cast was announced quite a while ago from when we're recording this.
Yeah.
I watched the Meet the Queens. Marina popped up, and I was like, "Oh, I fully forgot about this queen from the promos."
Oh no.
Because even though I love the dress, I don't know what it is. It just did not stick. I think it's because it's just not distinct compared to everyone else. And I would say this, it's not like a bad look or anything because I do enjoy it. It just did not stand out. But the personality, I'm here for.
She walked out. I was like, oh, Dr. Frankenfurter realness. I love this.
Here for that.
Like, yes, Rocky Horror. But I couldn't get over how much she looks. She looks like Dr. Frankenfurter, and I was loving. I absolutely love this dress. I love this on her. I think this is fucking hot. I really liked her, and I really am excited to see what she gives. And I totally get the, I have a good body and I can't sew, but I have good ideas. So wrap some paper around it and look good. I mean, we've seen
Versace fantasy.
Right.
Yeah.
And also, I mean, Georges, when she won the unconventional challenge, materials challenge. So yeah, I mean, slap some crap on and win, but I didn't even think that she had a good idea. So I'm really excited to see what Marina brings. I am full in on her.
Very excited. Moving along. Next up is Marisa Prisa, 28, has lived in Madrid for a bit, but she is from a town on the Lugo coast in Galicia. She says she's a bitch, but all bark. She works in her dad's business as a fishmonger.
Wow.
Her drag is being a lady from the village who's trying to be rich. She talks about being the town queer, which I thought was interesting. She says she definitively will win the sewing challenge, which means she will go home on a sewing challenge. And she says that she wants people to see that queens who aren't as well known are great and have talent too. This is not talent based on this promo look. I hate this. This is my least favorite promo look. She does not look good. This does not flatter her in any way, shape, or form. I hate this. I think she's fine, but I hate this.
I actually kind of liked it.
Good for you.
I'm gonna be honest, just because of the shine on the purple and the green, did not like this. I think I would have liked it if it was more of a matte fabric, if that's something people say. I will say though, being the village queer and being the village drag queen is such a fucking mood. I was so endeared to her immediately because of that. Sure. There's someone in my village, so I'm not even the village drag queen for my village, so that says a lot. But there's someone in my village who delivers the mail. I don't know his drag name, but his name's Adrian. He's a lovely man. He delivers our mail. His husband drives them around in their little car, and they deliver all the posts. And I found out he was a drag queen by answering the door one time in drag makeup, and we had a conversation about it.
Oh my god, that's so sweet.
I love that.
And he does nice little gigs at the pub my sister used to work at when she was a teenager.
That's fun. I mean, that's honestly how much we want to talk about Marisa, because not much. Yeah.
I love her. She's giving me moderate to severe cunt severity in the best way.
I really liked her. I thought she seemed really down to earth and just a really sweet individual. The whole I'm a bitch, but I'm all bark and no bite just made me think, oh, she's going to try to start some stuff. But then she's going to end up crying because people are mad at her.
I'm here for it.
So, like that. But I didn't hate the look. I definitely hated Estrella Xtravaganza's more.
That one, at least for me, had a concept and I didn't like it. This, I don't know what she's going for. Is she going for Shangela's record dress from All Stars 3? Because that's all I see here.
I'm into it.
Oh. We are all going to have wildly different opinions this season, and I can't wait.
Good.
Next up is Onyx, 33, from Madrid. She says they escaped an intergalactic empire. Their drag is versatile. They're a master of putting on shows. They're the quirky queen of the season and very seductive. And talks about only being scared of not being true to herself. She hates dishonesty, and her strengths are in her looks and concepts, which we can very clearly see from this promo look.
Fucking obsessed immediately. Yeah. Like, I'm here for alien drag finally making its sort of appearance on Drag Race. I also love that. I don't know if we're going to talk much about the trailer, but Onyx seems to have do this sort of like alien effect almost every time they're in drag, and did something similar for the entry look. Yeah, I'm just here for it. The green skin with the long tentacles. She was giving me Diva Plava Laguna, gets a tan, goes to the beach, plays with that giant ball, whatever. I was here for the shoes. I was here for the body. I was everything to me.
I didn't love the boots. I like.
Sure.
Yeah. I liked her. I thought she had. I like it when a queen has a really defined idea of who they are, both in and out of drag. Although out of drag is a little bit harder to achieve, I think. But it almost felt, I think, with some of the things that she had said, like, she's only comfortable in being true to herself. I mean, really, some of the challenges do push you outside of being yourself, and I feel like she's probably going to struggle with that a little bit. And I don't know. I like her, but I'm also like, I think she's gonna struggle with not maybe being allowed to do her alien thing all the time. Because I mean, maybe Supreme's not gonna be this way, but Rue gets really mad about like, oh, you've done this already before. Like, you keep doing this. Like, yeah. So
I'm obsessed. I fear another case of, no pun intended, of Charity case.
Yeah.
Like, I fear that Onyx is going to end up the same way that Charity did on UK season 3. I was really surprised when the promos came out to see a drag artist like Onyx on Drag Race. Because, I mean, I don't necessarily know a whole lot about their drag yet. I know what they've told us, and I haven't really seen anything. But it kind of seems like maybe their aesthetic fits a little bit more on Dragula, and I hate saying that, but like, I felt the same way about Charity going into UK season 3. But I do love seeing the diversity of drag represented on Drag Race in these international franchises. And I really love Onyx, and I hope that regardless of how far they make it, they stay true to themselves, and you don't just stay true to what your drag aesthetic is, what your drag character is. And
it just makes me think of, the season when Max was on in the US, and both Rue and Michelle were like, are you going to be wearing a gray wig every time? And she's like, that's kind of my signature because I do like grayscale makeup and everything. And they're like, no, you have to change. You have to get out of your box. But then you have people like Violet Chachki who stayed in her Violet Chachki box and never really ventured very far out or out at all. And they were totally fine with that. So I think it's really also just, I mean, but, Rue, as we have seen over the years, has a very like particular view of drag. So
it's a very dated view.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm hoping that I like to think that España is a lot more I think the other countries have been a lot more accepting of different kinds of drag, which I really like. And I like seeing that we're seeing things that we're not always going to see on the US or celebrated on the US.
Before we move on, I will say it's very interesting how we've had bearded drag queens on so many different Drag Race franchises now, like España, Holland, Italy.
Italia. Yep.
But none of them are the ones hosted by RuPaul.
I was gonna bring up that exact point. Is like we see the diversity of the drag on seasons that aren't hosted by RuPaul,
right?
And that's really what it is. Like the most out there person to be on a show hosted by RuPaul, I think overall is probably Charity Case, and we all saw how that went. Lemon. Or Ginny Lemon, like
that didn't go well. You know, she's not eliminated though.
Yeah, she's still. I'm expecting her to show up since apparently Victoria Scone is not showing up for season 4. I'm expecting Ginny Lemon to show up.
Wait, what?
I just spoiled that for Jaye. I didn't realize Jaye didn't know. Anyway, moving on. Samantha Ballentines, 35, from Cadiz, specifically San Fernando, Cadiz. Her drag name comes from Samantha from Sex and the City. And because she likes Ballentines. I don't know what Ballentines are. Eris, I don't know if you can clue us in, being the European.
Yeah, it's what happens when you try and say Valentine after you've been punched in the front of your jaw and you can't really speak correctly. But I will Google it for what it actually is.
It's Scotch.
I thought it was a band.
It's a brand of Scotch. Fun fact for your day.
I have so many thoughts about her. I'm going to beg the York drag scene to not excommunicate me for this, or maybe take it as a compliment. Samantha looks so much like one of our big performers here called Gale Force. It is so funny to me. I just keep giggling about it. And I know Gail's probably on her flight to go work in Cyprus for a few months right now. But I know if she watches this, she's going to be cursing my fucking name. And the moment she sees me again in November, she's going to run up and punch me straight in the head. But she's just so much like her. Just the very Samantha attitude. Blonde hair. Classically drag outfits to a good polish quality. Yeah, I mean, as far as the look goes, it's okay. But Samantha, her personality, I don't know what it is. I really love her. I think think she's funny.
I'm gonna be honest, completely forgot about her.
Oh no!
and looking back at the photo now, I'm like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, I like her. But I just don't. And I watched the Meet the Queens twice, and I don't remember her. I'm sorry.
I will just say, if there's a challenge this season where the Queens have to host bingo, she's eating.
Oh my god.
She gives me bingo queen down.
I love it.
Isn't that Marisa Prisa? Where she's like, I sing the bingo numbers.
Yes.
Marisa Prisa is coming for her gig. She did talk about how she's been doing drag for 15 years. But pretty much, I guess the reason she's on Drag Race España is because she went viral on, I think, TikTok. Not 100% sure. I think she went viral on TikTok. Because of the pandemic. I don't know exactly what her videos are, but work, diva.
Work.
I really like her as well. Her personality is like, there's something infectious about her personality. I really like her. I hope the looks get better because this is not it. But that part. I think we've got 2 more to do. This is a great one. Next is Sharonne.
Sharonne.
And I will only be saying her name like that for the whole season. Sharonne. Or Sharon or Charo, depending on your accent, as she said in her video. She is 45 and you wouldn't know it.
Not at all.
No, she is
younger than the 18-year-old.
Right. Even though she says in her Meet the Queen, she's somewhere between 0 and 100 years old. She is from Barcelona. She says that she has a unique beauty, but under her unique beauty is an even more unique beauty, whatever that means. She's been doing drag for over 20 years, and her strengths are singing. And then she sang Edith Piaf, and I was like, yes!
I'm just obsessed by the fact that she's been doing drag longer than some of the younger contestants have been alive.
She has been doing drag longer than Jota Carajota has been alive.
Yeah. No, go, Eris.
I'm here for such a simple, like, one-word name like Sharonne, because if she comes to the UK, if she gets to tour the UK, she's going to be referred to as Shaz everywhere she goes. So
yes, Shaz!
Let's get the Shaz and Shaz tour.
I absolutely love her. She came out, and I was like, she's giving me Alexis Mateo in the face, and
bam!
Just had this great energy and just seemed so confident and comfortable and sure in herself. And I love her so much.
Everything about her.
I'm mad about her.
She's my front runner, point blank, and the period.
Yeah,
like,
same. I just adore her.
She gives, you know what? She gives me Carmen Farala energy. Honestly, like, she gives me the confident, experienced performer who is gonna slay every single challenge, because guess what? Carmen did that. So I'm excited for Sharonne. I'm almost saying it with like a French accent.
Yeah, you are.
It's kind of French, kind of Spanish. Sharonne.
You're in your Andorran era. You're like on the border of Spain and France.
Not Andorra. Not those. Oh boy, last up, Venedita Von Däsh, 30, from Madrid. Her drag name comes from La Veneno and Dita Von Teese, so immediately we have no choice but to stan. She's obviously the bearded lady of the season. Her strengths are in fashion, cabaret, and getting naked, which I'm a fan of. And her weaknesses her weakness, singular, is singing.
Let's hope you can rap, sis.
Right.
Yeah. Spoken word is very big right now.
I'm
Look at
obsessed
Georges.
with her. Yeah. No, I'm obsessed because I love queens who do like the cabaret burlesque style of drag. And she gives me all of that. I love the makeup. I'll be real, I don't like the way she paints her beard. And that's coming from someone who recently started doing bearded drag. But everything else I really love. Oh, and also the gloves don't match the stockings, and it's driving me fucking nuts. But other than that, I love it. I love her personality. But yeah, I'm so hung up on the beard because I don't think there's anything wrong with her being a bearded queen, and I love that she's a bearded queen, and we're having a bearded queen on Drag Race España. But when I look at the picture from this distance, and I'm not sure if it's just my blurry vision, it just looks like a black strap instead of buffed and blended out, and making it look at like actual hair if you're going to put makeup on it.
It looks like the chin strap that Pearl walked into season 7 with.
Right, yeah.
So, but up close, it looks really good. That's the thing.
Right.
Is like from a distance, it's not the best.
Yeah, from a distance, here it looks like a shadow. I really liked her. She came out. I got her references. I love her references because I'm a big fan of Dita. I've met her. She's lovely. And I loved her outfit. I don't love those little like
the peplum?
Like it's like they're like panniers. Like on the the panniers. I do not like them. I think it just I don't know. I never like them on anybody, and it's like really bothering me. But I loved everything else. I thought she was great. You know, she mentioned something at first that I don't know why I was like mildly offended by, and then I was like, oh no, wait, yeah, she's kind of right. She was saying that there had been other bearded queens before, but a lot of them were either comedy or just kind of trashy. But she always stayed classy, and I was like, no, that can't be the case. But I kept thinking back, and I'm like, Yeah, I guess all the other bearded queens that we've seen from the other countries have been more comedy and less pageant, cabaret, refined glamour. They do that, but that like comedy is what they're known for a little bit more.
I
So
can't even think of like a bearded queen that I know outside of Drag Race that doesn't do comedy. Now that I'm like thinking about it a little bit.
right, same. We do have a local lovely queen here who does some comedy, but there's always a heightened like she has a very Blanche Devereaux look to her, which is still very glamorous to me. I love the Golden Girls, but we have a local queen here who's bearded and does that, so it's a little bit, and her humor is very highbrow, so it's a different kind of comedy. But yeah, I can't think of anyone else that I'm like they're not a full-on comedy queen. Hold on one second. Waffles is being a brat.
Not Waffles again.
He's gotten into my 1940s hats. Come here.
Oh no. Eris. Thoughts?
What did you do? You killed my plants, you asshole. Why did you do that? I don't like you right now.
We're leaving this in.
Not this. No, well, I did kind of say that I loved the outfit, apart from the stockings, not much in the gloves, but I don't know if that's lighting or something. And the chin strap beard was not giving.
Yeah.
I don't know. This might just be a
no.
me thing. I don't know if it. Oh my god, Waffles, you little shit!
I want to see a cat murderer plants.
I would like her to see, and this will probably take a while for her to do. I would like to see her explore different facial hair shapes and figure out something that works better than this. Because I would be here for a goatee combo.
Sure.
Or I would be here for this chin strap, but with like a pencil mustache.
Totally.
Oh, Amish? Oh wait, they don't have mustaches.
Nope.
No, the full Amish is this, but they grow it out.
Yep.
Waffles, I'm so mad at you. So you want a cat?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Sure, I'll take one.
Good,
Well,
good.
that's our queens. We did it. Do we want to pick a favorite promo look? Do we want to look at the promo looks again before we decide our favorite promo look?
Oh, I didn't tell you who I thought was the worst. So bring that up.
Okay, who was the worst? Jaye?
Okay. I can't remember her name. So you have to bring it up again.
Okay, well, so we have Venedita, Sharonne, Samantha, Onyx, Marisa, Marina, Juriji, Jota Carajota, Estrella, Drag Sethlas, Diamante, and Ariel.
Okay. Estrella did not like. Also, the queen that Eris said that looks and reminds him of a queen that they worked with. Samantha hated it. Didn't work with the color scheme for me. Because for whatever reason on my TV it came out like maroon, and I was like, this doesn't work with anything. But yeah.
You need to check your TV. I'm pretty sure it's purple.
I'm 97% sure it's purple.
Least favorites.
Okay. Eris, least favorite looks?
Okay, don't shoot me. But Diamante, I just did not like the one-legged pantsuit. And also Marisa Prisa, just because the front of the dress is giving butthole.
Marisa Prisa, point blank, and the period. Moving on. Favorite promo look? You could only pick one.
Onyx.
Okay.
Go, Logan. I'm going to wait to shock you with mine.
Mine is actually Ariel Rec.
Marina.
I love that.
I love the simplicity of it. I think it captured, the non-binary queen feeling one way and maybe wanting to be like, or feeling something else the next day. I just love it with the open chest. Oh, loved it with the symmetric.
Actually, sorry, Ariel. I'm going to change my mind because I just thought again about Drag Sethlas. So I'm going Drag Sethlas.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm
If I could
representing
have
for
to-
all of us because now all of us remember Drag Sethlas' look. So I will say Drag Sethlas to represent all of us.
Yeah, Sethlas was up there for me
Yeah.
Yeah.
between Sethlas and Onyx.
Well,
Between
we did
Sethlas
it.
and Marina for me.
Fair. We did it in just over an hour. Damn it. Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us for this cast assessment. We will be back after the 27th for episode 1. I'm very excited. And with that, make sure to subscribe, like, follow, comment, share, pin, post it on Pinterest. Let all of your friends of friends, family members, your second cousin that you don't talk to, that weird uncle you have, we all have one. Let them all know that
And
we
your
are here
post now.
talking.
Or post woman.
Or post them.
Or
Or
post
post-
drag queen.
Or post drag queen.
Yes. Cheers. Goodbye. Woo. Bye-bye now. Goodbye. Bye-bye.
Veneno
Why-
pa tu piel.
Veneno
I've
va
done
tu
this before.
piel.